Are you serious? Are you serious? Okay, there's a press conference, of course, today. President Donald Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will be holding a press conference. They'll also be holding a meeting. But here's what's going to happen. At the White House, they've announced Trump will not insist on a two-state solution for the Middle East conflict. Matter of fact, the two-state solution ideal may be dead. And that's what Rabbi Yehuda Glick told me last June when I was sitting in his office at the Knesset interviewing him. And I was telling him that there were 20 nations in Paris, France, as we were talking, was drafting a two-state solution to be forced upon Israel. He slammed the table and said, it's dead. The two-state solution is dead. It's over. They had their chances. 1947, 1997, the year 2000. Forget it. It's over. I told him, I said, yeah, but they're going to try to force it. Don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Well, now that President Trump is in office, remember, there was this cry. And oh, by the way, 70 nations just met in Paris, France, discussing whether or not they want to try to draw up the plans of a two-state solution to force it upon Israel. Well, hours before President Donald Trump and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu were set to meet today for their first time since Trump became president of the United States. They're going to meet at the White House today. Information says Washington will no longer seek to broker a peace agreement between Israel and Palestinians, but that a two-state solution may be not necessary anymore for a framework to bring peace. The president's not going to insist on it. He'd like to see peace between the Jews and the Palestinians. Don't need to. Two-state solution may not be how it works. Okay? A senior White House official said today that the United States would no longer seek to dictate the terms of any eventual peace settlement, but would support what the two sides agree to. In other words, let's get everybody out of the way. Get the United States out of the way. Let's get the United Nations certainly out of the way. And let's let Israel and the Palestinians work out their differences. Okay? And having said that, a two-state solution that doesn't bring peace is not our goal. See, and that's what the United Nations want to do. They want to force a two-state solution. That won't bring peace. That will bring war. That will bring war. And you watch, folks, Trump's going to say, look, we don't even need to, it's not going to work. So why force this? Why try to force these two to get together on a deal like that? It's not going to work. So how can they live peaceably together in the current arrangement? Because it's not going to work. The UN is going to try to force this. And that's what's going to bring about Psalms 83. It's a very strong possibility. And you can read in the Bible, tell you about Psalms 83 and how that there will be many nations that will form a covenant. And they will basically come against Israel and try to wipe Israel out or eliminate it. Okay, which is exactly what the Iranians have been saying. So the two-state solution concept is basically being taken off the table by the Trump administration. Netanyahu's still going to say, well, you know, if it worked, it worked. If it don't, it don't. So there's a lot of release. That's going to relieve a lot of pressure, and that puts the United Nations backpedaling, saying, how can we force a two-state solution if the United States isn't going to support it? It's going to be vetoed, and it's dead, okay? And then Rabbi Yehuda Glick's statement to me, it's over. Might just be that. It's over. Well, let's wait and see. Give your life to Jesus Christ. He's coming soon. Prophecy alert. Psalms 83 would come from a forced two-state solution, which will not bring peace, folks. When they say peace and safety, then come a sudden destruction.